it's basically I don't eat where I poo poo. saying poo poo just makes it sound worse
Makes it sound even
than the
worse.
actual word. Eh? Bulbinaka guys, welcome back to another episode of Put a Lido on It. I'm Penny.
And I'm Ty.
And basically every week, every Friday, we talk about something topical or something relatable. And yeah, we're just going to like dwell on it for a few minutes and have a little talanoa. Also, if you're new to this, please make sure you like, follow, subscribe, whatever medium you're watching this on. Make sure you click on those buttons to watch an episode of Put a Lido on It every Friday at 7 p.m. What are we talking about?
We're talking about, hopefully she doesn't feel too touchy about it, but we're talking about dating in the workplace.
This is where you lost me.
Okay, well, personally, I have a lot of cons when it comes to dating in the workplace.
And I agree.
So like you have a choice, but yes. Fun fact, she married her workmate.
Yeah, I'm married to one of my workmates, but let's just rewind to before marriage, Penny.
Right.
Definitely do not agree.
Oh, I see.
Not because of my dating experience, but because I just didn't feel the need to date in the workplace. That's so weird. Like, what if you guys break up and then you guys would have to see each other every day?
Awkward.
Gross, because I see it today. It's awkward, especially when you're friends with like both of them.
I know, right?
Like, what do I say? Who do I side
Who
with?
do I side with? Who's my friend?
But like you, obviously.
Yeah, I personally don't believe in it because I came from a small school. I already didn't believe in dating within the school. And okay, ma'am, please fix your face.
Okay, sure.
And then I work in a very tight-knit company.
Yeah.
So the very thought of dating in the workplace, it just seems so wrong. Like, baby, there's a reason why there's plenty of fish in the sea.
Yeah.
It's a big ocean. So stop going to the fish tank.
Yeah.
That's personally my personal preference.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah.
I think when I started out in the workplace, in the workforce, dating with each other seemed like, not dating, but like being in serious relationship with each other. Like it would be different if you guys were married and then one of you joined and then the other person joined, like you guys were already married. Yeah. But then, like actually trying to pursue relationships in the same company, like I'm pretty sure I tried that once and it just didn't end well.
Yeah.
And so, having to see them every day, it was just like, what? This isn't the vibes. So yeah, I feel like that kind of just like looking for a serious relationship in a place where you work just doesn't feel like it'll work out.
So there's this scenario that I play in my head all the time if I were to ever date like within the same company is like when I'm in HR and like we're having like a serious conversation, probably not even about any issues.
Yeah.
But then my partner will come up to me and she's like, I heard that you're in HR. Is everything okay?
Honestly.
Like, bro, mind your business. Okay, stay in your own department.
We were just chatting. Mostly about you. So you're not allowed to actually know what we talked about. Yeah. Okay, all jokes aside though, I'm saying this, but I'm married to a coworker, okay? So this might sound a little bit hypocritical, but I'm just coming from like the point of view of somebody that did not agree with dating in the workplace.
Right.
Like I used to have this saying, my husband now, before we started dating, he had asked me like, how come you never like dated anybody at work? And there was a saying that I would use. It was I don't eat where I poo poo. But like I have to censor some words there. But like it's basically I don't eat where I poo poo. saying poo poo just makes it sound worse.
Makes it sound even
than
worse.
The actual word. But yeah, that was basically it. So like everybody at work, I would just see them as a coworker or like, as
a colleague.
Yeah, plus they're always saying like we're a family and I wouldn't date my family. What is wrong with you? But no judgment.
No judgment pass.
Yes.
None whatsoever. Like if that's what you're into, if you feel like that's more convenient for you, or if you just like find someone attractive at work,
Yeah.
love that for you, bestie.
Yeah.
Like I'm not shaming you. I personally would not shame you.
Mm.
I'm not shaming you either.
You better not. It's not like I have a choice. I'm legally bound now.
But that's just my preference as a person, because I cannot stand seeing my ex every single day. I walk
Yeah.
into that door
Oof.
because I have to be there, you know?
Right?
But I also don't have to see him, but he also has to be there too.
Yeah. Like, okay, I'm gonna, maybe we should list some pros and cons.
Okay, I just have
Okay,
cons, but
okay.
proceed.
Pros, what would a pro be?
You get to leave work at the same time.
Leave work at the same time, get to work
together.
so it's like less expenses on commuting.
You can have lunch with them.
Oh yeah, you know, you don't have to like walk to their office.
True.
You guys like work in the same place, so you can just have lunch together. You know all the tea, so you don't have to explain to your partner who this is and why they're doing that, because they already know who that person is, you know? Yeah, I feel like that's it. Oh, and if you like go on work trips, you can go on work trips together. Oh, our cameraman has something. What?
No, have you noticed? I'm sure you have.
Okay.
The gang who do date and they work together.
Yeah.
And they have a fight.
We were getting to that. We were getting to that. But yeah, that's the pros.
Yeah.
I feel like there are more, but like that's the only ones I can think of right now.
Okay, first of all, for me personally, like that, the main one. If you break up, it's gonna be super awkward. Like, especially when you are in the same friend group, that's even worse.
And not just because in the same friend group, because you obviously before the breakup might be arguments.
Exactly.
Yeah? Imagine having arguments with your partner at work. That's so cringe.
Very cringe.
It's like so cringe to be in the argument and so cringe to watch a couple having an argument.
And you can sense when there's like animosity between them, like they're going through something, and you just don't know how to handle the situation.
Like I admire couples that can be very can be very low key about arguing, you know, like in front of everybody they're all good, but then they wait to be like private with each other privately, and then they like discuss their issues. But the couples that are always like, you know, so open about their arguments, it's so cringe, okay? And it's like one of my pet peeves. Disgusting.
Yoke popo.
Yeah, I feel like that would be a big con.
Yeah.
Working in I feel like we're just listing out the stuff that's in a normal relationship clause,
but just in a workplace,
in
work
a
environment.
Workplace. What else would you consider a con?
Man. What other?
Jealousy.
Ooh,
the biggest one.
That was definite. That's true, because you know you, like in some cases when you're in different departments and you have like people that you're just close with, especially if they're the opposite sex, it can be easily, you know, taken out of context. Because first of all, that's how you two started.
Yeah.
You two started at the workplace.
True.
So obviously these feelings will come about eventually.
Yeah, like if you met your boyfriend at work, and then like, you know, you start off being friends first before you two started being in a relationship, he will always see every male friend that you have in the workplace as a threat. Because that's basically how you two started.
Exactly.
That's why. Just don't do it.
I mean, like, it's not like it's not gonna happen in like other relationships that don't work together. But this one gonna hit a little bit harder to home base.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's personally what I think.
What else? What? Emmanuel, the cameraman.
You know, I always thought like dating in the workplace is the same as dating in school.
Yeah.
When you get like a telling off from the teacher, it's like a very embarrassing situation when you're not competent at work.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is so true.
And then like being told off in front of your partner. Like, why can't you just do your job? What's this? Oh, why are you on Facebook? And your partner's just saying like, oh my gosh, embarrassing.
Stop doing TikToks.
Yeah, I feel like that would be one of the cons as well. But I feel like one of the biggest cons, Saranga, would be having arguments with each other and then letting that seep into your work life. Like if you're going to date in the workplace, please be mature about it and don't bring your problems to work, okay? Because that'll just be bad for the both of you.
Exactly.
Especially when like, okay, let's say you and somebody at work, and then you two are arguing, and you're trying to be cool about it, you're trying to pretend like everything's okay,
Right.
but the other person is just like, no, I want to sort this out now. I don't care who's watching.
Oh yeah, that kind's so messy.
Yeah, that's
super
so,
messy.
it's yucks.
It's
okay?
giving ghetto.
It's so ghetto. And it's just not, it's not the vibes.
Yeah.
If you can't handle like pretending that everything is okay just so that you can sort things out in private,
yeah.
then you shouldn't be in an adult relationship in the first
That's
place.
the vibes, bro.
Being messy in front of your coworkers, listen, people
Or
talk.
anyone in general.
Yeah,
Don't do that.
your coworkers talk, and they talk about your relationship. Okay, I should know. I talk about everyone's relationships with my husband. Oh yeah, that's. Oh, I already added that as a pro. Eh?
What is
You
it?
two are able to gossip about your
Yeah,
workmates
get to
because you
gossip.
all know
Because
each
you all know
other.
the people. Don't have to explain who Mercy Mani is and who Willy Mina is.
Yeah. Oh, everybody
Oh wait,
knows
we
Willy
have a
Mina.
Willy Mina. I love you, Birdie.
But yes, different strokes for different folks.
Yeah.
Personally, I am happy that I tried it once
Yeah.
because I actually got a husband out of
Yeah.
it. And I think I should add this to my pros.
What?
But like being able to find somebody in the workplace is great because they've seen you at your most embarrassing times. Like you didn't have to try to impress them. They've just seen you as like this annoying workmate or like
Yeah.
this workmate and stuff like
Or
they
just annoying.
or just annoying. So like when you two do start like
developing the
feelings for each other, there's no point in trying to impress each other because you guys have already
Yeah.
like
That's true, because
seen
your
each other at
workmates
your-
have seen you at like some of your craziest moments. Bro.
yeah. If you haven't cried at work at least once, are you even working right?
Are you even adulting?
Are you even adulting? But yeah.
My biggest cons: stay away from the workplace. That's me. Don't be messy, baby.
Don't do
Don't
it.
do it. Don't do it.
I don't know why I keep like agreeing with you. I am married to him. But yeah, it's I guess
Hello, William.
I guess,
Yeah.
it's different strokes for different
Yeah.
folks. Some of them it works out well,
Hmm.
some of them it doesn't. And let me tell you something, okay? It's oof, I don't know how to explain this without stepping on toes.
Step on him. Dance
Okay.
on them toes.
Okay, because like when because you know, coming from a private Christian school and being raised in a very conservative family,
Yeah.
you know, your whole view of relationships is very like this is how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And then entering the workplace and seeing
The ghetto.
things.
You're not supposed to say.
I was traumatized. I was a traumatized 19-year-old in the workplace, you know, and I feel like that's why I didn't that's why like my view on dating in the workplace and marriage in general
Yeah.
was like very
Yeah.
distorted. Like
Because
my
like what you knew growing up and what you were seeing just were clashing.
like what I knew growing up was what I thought I wanted, or
Yeah.
like, you know, I did want, but and what I was seeing was happening in real life was definitely not it, you know. And I was seeing all of these things happening and people being unfaithful and like marriages and stuff they weren't marrying. So it was just very it just made me, I feel like that's where the whole don't eat where you
Yeah.
started. Like I was like, yeah, I don't ever want to be in a relationship with anybody that I work with if this is what it's going
Yeah.
to be like. Yeah, but
At least like you came out on top.
yeah, like you
Yeah.
know, things change. People
Yeah.
change. People are just different. Like some people are just not meant to be in a steady relationship.
Yeah.
Like some people are just wired
Wired,
to be sleaze bags. You know, like some people are just wired to be scum of the earth. And that's unfortunate for their partners because they can be like the most loyal, most faithful people, and then they end up with like scumbags that just aren't
That's true.
faithful to them. But yeah, I don't wanna like, I don't know. Does that sound judgmental?
A little bit, but it's alright.
I
You
don't
know,
care.
we live and we learn.
jokes. But yeah, like as everyone knows, as you probably know, and as we know, not all relationships are perfect.
Yeah.
Like some require a lot of work. And if you feel like dating in the workplace is something that you want, then I feel like you should also put in the work
Yeah.
to make it work out.
Because I don't think it'll work like any other conventional relationship personally, because you're in the same workplace, you're in
Yeah.
the same space of your profession. And when you mix your relationship with your profession, it can get messy real quick.
Yeah. Oh, you should add this con to it. You can't lie about your shifts.
No! woo.
I tried.
Like if you want to go and grog, but you want to say like, oh, sorry, I have to put an extra shift.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
I know your roster. I know your boss.
I did your roster.
Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Letting us.
English hand. Thank you so much for watching. Do let us know if there's anything you want us to talk about in the comments. Remember, every Friday, 7 p.m. on Facebook and YouTube is where we're live.